Hey, good evening. I'm ABC 10 meteorologist Tracy Humphrey, and we're going to be going over the opportunity for some more fire weather, unfortunately, moving back into the forecast. So we'll start things taking a look at our weather headlines. So drought conditions return to parts of the Central Valley. We have not been looking at drought conditions for months. Now it's the lowest level, D0, considered abnormally dry, because we're looking at very low soil moisture. We got really dry vegetation, so drought conditions are back. Number two, breezy conditions are moving in next week, Wednesday and Thursday. So much so, the opportunity for more fire weather is moving back into the forecast, and now PG&E is also signing off on that. So they do have an elevated risk for zones 2, 3, 4, and 5 next Wednesday and Thursday. I'm going to show you where those zones are located, and if you live there, just a heads up, you could be looking at some power outages. And then last but not least, the same system that's bringing in the winds could also bring in a possibility of a little rain and snow in the foothills and the Sierra. So here we go. Here's a look at the drought monitor. So this one just came out earlier of this week. That was on Tuesday. And everything that you see here in the yellow from the northern end of the Central Valley all the way down to Southern California, now considered abnormally dry. So we're like, oh, we don't like that, right? So when are we going to get some rainfall in here? Long range models are showing possibly again a little bit of a rain and snow mix next Wednesday and Thursday, and now I'm looking at the Monday before Thanksgiving. I went way out. Okay, this is the PG&E graphic. So it shows the yellow here showing elevated risk for Wednesday and Thursday of next week. That's the 20th and the 21st, zones 2, 3, 4, and 5. So just in case you're wondering, where are they? 2 is right here. That's the northern end of the Central Valley. That's way up there in the Redding and Chico area. 3 and 4, that's the coastal hills, coastal mountain ranges. That's that Santa Rosa area. And then 5, that's over here when you start talking about the foothills, and that also kind of blends and merges into parts of the Sierra. So again, zones 2, 3, 4, and 5 next Wednesday and Thursday, the opportunity for some high winds will move in. So how high are we talking? Well, the last time we had a high wind event, which was about a couple weeks ago, we were talking about historic winds. Okay, it's not going to be that high, but it will be worth noting. And when you're talking about some of the driest fuel of the season, bearing in mind we're moving into the middle of November, any type of wind or a gust coming in only exacerbates our concern. So where are some of the strongest wind gusts? Right here in Redding, 30 to 35 mile per hour winds. Chico, 30 to 35 mile per hour winds. You can see Grass Valley, 15 to 20 rather. South Lake Tahoe, 20 to 25, and Sacramento around 15 to 20. So these areas right on the border around our valley are the ones we're really concerned about with some of those strongest winds. And right now it looks like they're coming in around Wednesday, 1 o'clock in the afternoon through about late Thursday night. So I'm going to attempt to go over something with you. And our web producer, Eric, who's helping me, will tell me if I'm doing a good job of explaining it. So first and foremost, what you are looking at here is a map of the United States. And this is showing wind speed. So I just want to say, the deeper the color, the yellow and the red, is where we're looking at strong winds. So I'm going to go forward in time. This is Wednesday, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. This is the state of California. Can you make that out? And the red is right there along the coastline, right? So that's where the strongest winds are coming in with that storm system. I'm going to move forward in time, 7 o'clock. Now you can see the red moving in through the Bay Area and moving into the Central Valley. Thursday, 1 o'clock in the morning, that high wind still kind of hugging parts of the Sacramento Valley. And then Thursday, 7 o'clock in the morning, you can see a little red diving down. I'm showing you this because that's the time frame that I do think we could see some of the strongest winds. So the takeaway from all this is we haven't had a wind event in a couple weeks now. The opportunity for some fire weather moving in Wednesday and Thursday. We now have elevated risk by PG&E, so we could be looking at more power shutoffs. And if you live in any of those zones like myself, I'd like as much heads-up notice as possible. So bear in mind, if you need to make any preparation for you and your family, you might want to start thinking about that now, just so you got a little heads up. If you have any questions, you can always, of course, email me, or you can leave a comment on our Facebook page. And we should have a broadcast around 8 o'clock tonight. If that one gets pushed back because of football, we'll definitely be on it on LNT tonight at 11 o'clock. See you guys.